from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. The Mustangs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies offense will take the field first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hits.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
The Huskies look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. With the catch, it's Baptiste. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. He leaves it with the back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mustangs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Working on the right. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Mustangs head it quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Got a man, it's Graves. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll go to the ground. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. There's a heat. It's complete to the left. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Baptiste. And he's wrestled to the ground. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Running into the open space. Turning it on. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because, Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Give to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Caught in the backfield, it's Graves. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the running back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Here's the handoff. Spins away from the defense. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Washington. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet.
What a great job using his speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Never a doubt.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. Open space at the 25. Turning on the Jets. 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Washington. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Rush is on him. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Buying some time. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Washington sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got him in the flat. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Pressure coming. Caught over the middle. It's Clinton. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They kick it away on 4th down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked at the 40.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
At the 35, he's loose. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it set up on the outside. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Second down, he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll try the run. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Wants to bring it back. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Handoff from the gun. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Gets open down the middle.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
To the ground with the back. He's stopped again. He's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He's got it on the line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Just drives it between the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There he goes. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Going to the ground. Fighting off the defender. Got the first down and more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They're going to ride this running back. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. He's got his man, makes the grab, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Husky. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wideout. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working that wide receiver screen.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Makes the grab. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Wants to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Graves. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Going to swing it on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Got it in the middle. It's Baptiste. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Huskies. Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Makes the grab. It's Graves. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Creates a little room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field, playing great defense.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Catch in the middle. It's Graves. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Finds the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Got enough for the 1st down. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
In this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.